Hey, welcome back, YouTube. This is Pappy Can Do It YouTube channel. I'm Pappy, and I can do it. A good friend of mine, while we're on this quarantine, he's been going to the local locker plant, and getting some supplies, I guess. And I'd asked him about some cheeses, and he said he'd pick me up some cheeses. So I've got 3 cheeses here that we're going to try out this morning to sample. And a lot of people from church and different ones said that they wanted to see Pappy do this on video. So that's what we're going to do. So it's all Troyer brand cheese. I think Troyer's from northern Indiana. But this is Troyer ghost pepper cheese. And this is habanero and jalapeno. And then this is called Desert Fire Cheese. And it says it's pasteurized processed cheese food with jalapenos. So this should be pretty hot. I think I'll try the ghost pepper cheese very last. And no particular order, I guess. So how about we start with the Desert Fire Cheese. So these are unopened. Now, I did put these in the refrigerator last night. Generally, I like my cheese to be room temperature. It gets soft and really brings out some of the flavors. It probably won't matter with this stuff, but like your sharp cheddars and aged cheddar and stuff, I like it to be really room temperature. Okay, so this here's a white cheese, and you can see that it has a lot of peppers in it. Really don't have a smell. So I'm going to shave off here it's about a 1/4 inch thick piece. This is the Desert Fire Cheese. First one to try. Very creamy. As far as the heat goes, immediately you can notice it about a 3 or 4 out of a 10. It might escalate it to maybe a 4 or 5. That's good. Has a really good flavor. It's creamy. It's not overwhelming heat, but you certainly know it's there. Desert Fire Cheese. That's good. Okay, secondly, this is a yellow cheese, and it has my sinuses draining, so that's a good thing. Habanero and jalapeno. So it comes in a wedge form. I like that. The eye appeal is really good. I could just see sitting around a campfire with this and some crackers. I didn't do the crackers today because I wanted this to be a pure sample here, cheese only. Vacuum sealed package is really nice. Okay. Let's see if it has an odor. A little bit. It has a little bit of a cheesy smell. We'll just cut this end off right here. Mimi's having a coughing fit. All right, this is the Troyer habanero and jalapeno. aged cheddar. That's kind of oily. Okay. Again, probably about the same equivalency as what we had in the other. Here we go. It's definitely a cheddar flavor. Creamy. While chewing it, there was no fire, no heat. But now I can feel a little bit of heat. Probably about a 3 right now. I'll give it a moment. Now my 3, that might be a 4. It's warming up. Mimi's laughing at me. So like a 5, if it's something's a 5, I'm usually sweating. 5 or 6, I usually have sweat on my forehead. About a 7 or 8, it's on top of my head, sweat is, and like a 9 or 10, it looks like I just got out of a pool. And I don't feel like I'm sweating with this. And I think the heat's over, so I'm going to go. What did I rate this one, Mimi? 3 or 4 on this one here? I'm going to give the white cheese a solid 4. And I'm going to give the habanero jalapeno a 5. On the heat scale. They're both. I like this one a little bit better. It's just a little bit creamier. As far as the taste and consistency goes, I like this cheese a little bit better than this cheese. But I like this cheese's flavor, just the temperature a little bit better. So I have a little disclaimer to make. To my knowledge, and I like heat. I do. I like heat. When we go somewhere, I always ask for the heat. But to my knowledge, I've never had a ghost pepper. So I'm completely unbiased here. For all you people out there that's doing ghost pepper stuff all the time, I'm getting ready to debunk whether it's is there Big Nancy's or not. So I'll let you know in a second. I can feel a little bit in my throat. It lingers a little bit, but not too bad. It's not hanging on. My tongue's good, my mouth's good, but just a little bit in the very back, I can tell that I've had something hot. Okay. Mimi, have you ever had ghost pepper?
No.
You've not? You want to sample some?
No, thank you.
You see those guys eating ghost peppers and they're eating like 10 pounds of ice cubes. Now that has a different smell to it. Okay. We'll cut about a... let's go 5/16. For you kids out of school, that's just a little bit over a 1/4 inch. That's not been studying your fractions. Okay. Ghost pepper cheese. I have no idea. If you can see it, it's a beautiful cheese. The marbling is just really good. Okay, here we go. It's creamy. It's getting warm. It's a real creamy cheese, but I don't like the flavor. That may be the ghost pepper flavor in it. I don't like the flavor. And right now it's sitting on a 6. Sinuses are good. Do what?
What's the matter?
It's warm. Tongue's on fire. I feel sweat on my brow. That's warm cheese. That's probably a... Am I sweating up there? We'll let it soak for a second. It's almost uncomfortable. Not to the point where I would devour a bucket of ice or anything. But I would eat some ice cream. Am I getting a bead on my lip? Mimi says I'm getting a bead of sweat on my lip. It's definitely warm. Probably an 8. So while that's still soaking in a little bit, the desert fire cheese, this is something that I would eat daily on crackers or crackers and pepperoni or something. The texture, all around, this is my favorite. This would be my least favorite as far as taste goes. I don't know if it's the ghost pepper that I'm tasting that I don't like. It's hot. My tongue's still on fire. That's good stuff. That would be good. There'd be a certain time for that. It's not on Wednesday morning. And this here cheese, it's good too. So in order I like this one here the best as far as the flavor and the texture. And all around just good eating cheese. The desert fire cheese would be my first choice. And then the habanero jalapeno would be next, and then the ghost pepper would be last. As far as the heat goes, it's just completely opposite. Maybe there's a reason for that. The ghost pepper cheese is definitely by far the hottest. These both around a 3 and a 4. Maybe a 5. Really, when I ate this one, I forgot how hot these even were. This one's a solid 8. A solid 8. I don't know how much ghost pepper's in that. You'd have to read it more probably. Well, it says caution, extremely hot. Caution, extremely hot. Can cause eye and skin irritation. Well, the only skin irritation it's caused right now is my tongue. It's cooling down now. I've had nothing to drink, nothing to eat since then. It's not that bad. It's probably a solid 8. I'm going to give it a solid 8. Okay. For you local people or whatever, and maybe Odin Locker has a way to ship it to you. They probably do anymore. But these cheeses came from Odin, O-D-O-N, Odin Locker plant in Odin, Indiana. It's an Amish community down there. And this Troyer cheese, I'm sure Troyer is from up north, northern Indiana, also in Amish country. So if you're interested in these cheeses, get a hold of either Troyer's or Odin Locker plant. Or if you got a good friend named Brad, he may just bring it to you on one of these quarantine mornings. But it's been a couple minutes since I've eaten this, and I'm almost completely cooled off now in my mouth. I can feel my head's a little bit wet. That's pretty good. That would be good in like a tacos or put a hint of it on your cheeseburgers and stuff. We'll use it up. We'll use it up. Everybody have a great day. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my page. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers. You guys know the drill there. It costs you nothing. Just click subscribe. You don't have to follow me or anything like that. Just subscribe. I need the subscribers, but certainly like this. Give me thumbs up. We're just sitting around the house this week trying to get through this quarantine thing. So, but be sure and like, share, and subscribe this, and God bless, and keep the faith and believing, and we're all going to get through this. We're going to pull through this. There's many people praying, and I know there's going to be a lot more praying and fasting going on. I'll be fasting the ghost cheese for a while, the ghost pepper cheese. But in all seriousness, just keep the faith. We'll get through this. Thank you much. Have an awesome day, and God bless.